Good morning, everybody, and welcome to What's Hot Now here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group Securities offered by MoneyBlock. This is where we're going to cover what's moving on the open and just take a look at the overall opening market action. Basically, let's jump in right away and take a look at what's moving, and then we'll break down all of the other headlines and news that's coming out this Thursday. What's gapping up and down? Right now, you have Ocular, OCLR, up 9%. You have Netflix up 7%. And you have Checkpoint, CHKP, up 4%. That's after better earnings and guidance by all four of those firms. They're on the move. Most notable was Netflix. We actually talked about this last night where we were pricing in basically about an 8% move going into this event. It moved into the event of earnings about 8.5%. At the close after the announcement, and it's up 7% this morning. Nice move. Options priced it in. That's the transparency you're looking for. We also see Tesla up 4% this morning, upgrade at Morgan Stanley. On the earnings front, on the negative side, we're seeing Rent-A-Center. RCII down 15%, poor earnings, poor guidance. We'll watch that one real closely. PLXS down 2% after poor earnings. You're also seeing U.S. Steel, X is the ticker symbol, down 2.5%. We're going to watch these infrastructure names very closely as we're T+1 from the inauguration of Trump. We also saw ASML, that's a semiconductor name, down 1% after a downgrade. We also had U.S. Steel having a downgrade as well. Now, taking a look just at the overall market action right now, you're seeing that the bonds are down. You have the 10-year at 124.1. You have the 30-year at 151 even. You have the Dow Jones is up 7 points at 19,739 on the futures. You have the Russell 2000. That's been the leader both on the upside and the downside when the market's been moving over the last week. The Russell 2000 futures are trading at 1358.90, up $1.50. Taking a look at the NASDAQ futures, we're seeing those trading at 5,065.75 cents, up $11 right now. And the S&P 500 trading at 2267.75, up $1.25. You see strength in the crude markets. There was a little bit of weakness yesterday. We're going to continue to watch whether or not that weakness continues. On the EIA report that's coming out soon after the open, crude's trading at 52.46 right now, up 57 cents. And we are seeing the dollar strength continuing today. That has been muting the red-hot currency markets. Foreign currency markets were on fire yesterday, the upside on the dollar weakness that we've seen for most of this week. The dollar index is trading at right around 101.46. That's going to be a story for a while. And gold is pulled off pretty considerably, down $13.20 this morning, under that $1,200 mark at $1198.80. 1198.70. We saw a precursor of the moving gold over the last couple of days. We've seen weakness in the gold miners as both the GDX and the gold miner juniors. They were leading to the downside yesterday. We're going to see if this continues going into the inauguration of Trump, as well as the currency fluctuations that we continue to see. But that dollar strength is weighing on gold. Now taking a look at Europe. And the reason why we're going to look at that, you could go back and listen to what's going on in the European markets. At 8:45, we were talking about what's going on in Germany, London, and France. But the ECB, the European Central Bank, they decided to keep their current policy in place, which was widely expected. There was no unusual verbiage that was coming out either in this policy statement or from ECB President Draghi. Basically made some dovish sounding remarks at his press conference. Basically then that just weighed on the euro. You see the euro basically is down about 0.3% at 1.0603 against the US dollar after the policy statement and Draghi's comments. You see that the U.S. Treasuries is still in negative territory. As we had noted in the beginning, basically the ECB decision has weighed a little bit on the sellers. You see some buying starting to tick in now. But we'll see if the 10-year yield is going to move any more to the downside. It is up 2 basis points yesterday after an impressive move of being up 9 basis points. It's right around 2.45% on the 2-year. Taking more specifically a look at the Netflix number, bottom line is that the quarterly results and the Q1 guidance was pretty solid. As a matter of fact, they saw that the net additions of the new internal programming and the strong acquisition trends both in the U.S. and international segments has really caught fire. And they're going to actually add more programming that's going to be specific to regions. So you're going to see more programming that's going to be in languages for those new international segments. That could be very impressive opportunity for their growth. Taking a look at some of the economic data that came out, I want to take a look at housing starts. There was an increase to the seasonally adjusted annualized rate of 1.226 million units in December. That's up from a revised 1.1 million units in November. Building permits did decrease to a seasonally adjusted 1.21 million in December. XHB right now is trading at $34.28. The 1-day move right now being priced in is around 1%, and the 8-day move is right around 2.5%, either up or down in this $34 ETF. We're going to watch that very closely. We also saw the latest weekly initial claims data come out, and totaled 234,000. That's below what was expected of around 249,000, which came in last week. So we're seeing that claims are still very low. That is a positive for the U.S. job markets. All right, folks, that's it right now for what's hot on the open. We're going to be breaking down more strategic approaches at 1:30 Eastern Time, 12:30 Central here at MarketStream.live on Strategy Now. Join us then. We're going to be breaking all this stuff down in the midday, and you're going to have some great opportunities to look and see what's going on to add to your potentially to your portfolio. So we'll see you then. Take care. Have a great trading day, and check out all the archives on MarketStream.live.